Most people are trying to change their lives without ever changing the version of themselves creating it. And that's why they stay stuck. They want wealth while emotionally living in fear. They want confidence while identifying as insecurity. They want peace while feeding stress every single day. And then they wonder why nothing changes. But what if manifestation is not really about forcing reality to change? What if it's about becoming someone reality responds to differently? Because the truth is, you cannot consistently think like one version of yourself while emotionally living as another. Your identity always wins. Your state always wins. And the version of you repeatedly embody eventually becomes your experience. This is why quantum manifestation matters so much. Because manifestation is not just visualization. It's not wishful thinking. And it's not sitting around hoping the universe changes your life. It's alignment. Mental alignment, emotional alignment, behavioral alignment. When your thoughts, feelings, and actions begin moving in the same direction, your entire life starts changing. Not overnight, but progressively. Because the moment you begin embodying a different identity consistently, you begin making different decisions, seeing different opportunities, taking different actions, responding differently to life, and eventually your outer world begins reflecting the inner state you continuously occupy. Think about it. If you were already the version of yourself you wanted to become, how would you think every day? How would you speak? How would you walk into a room? How would you handle problems? How would you respond to setbacks? Because the version of you living your desired life does not think emotionally the same way as the version still trapped in doubt and fear. This is why identity work changes everything, because you stop chasing outcomes and start becoming the person naturally connected to them. And one of the most powerful things you can begin doing is observing yourself throughout the day. Not judging yourself, observing yourself. What thoughts are you repeatedly feeding? What emotional state are you living in most often? What identity are you reinforcing every single day? Because repetition programs the subconscious mind, and whatever identity you repeatedly reinforce eventually becomes automatic. This is why small daily shifts matter so much. Speaking differently, thinking differently, moving differently, making decisions from confidence instead of fear, acting from possibility instead of limitation. Little by little, you begin aligning with a completely different version of yourself, and eventually that version starts becoming natural. This is also why aligned action matters, because manifestation is not passive. The universe moves through you, through your decisions, your actions, your courage, your willingness to move. And when action comes from alignment instead of desperation, everything begins flowing differently. You stop forcing. You stop chasing. You stop living in emotional survival mode. And instead, you begin operating from clarity, trust, and embodiment. That's when momentum starts building. That's when confidence becomes real. That's when opportunities begin appearing. And that's when life starts responding differently to you. Because the goal is not to force reality. The goal is to become someone reality responds differently to. And if you want to go deeper into reprogramming your mindset and transforming your identity consistently, check out my ebook, The Mindset Reset System. The link is in the bottom in the description. And if this video connected with you, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and begin mastering your state daily.